So, every day, teens face the issue of school, sports, extracurriculars. So, finding a job can sometimes be a daunting task, but with Helping You, that can change. We created Helping You specifically for teens to find jobs in the market. So, our service is providing teens with the tips and resources for them to find a job. Through our website, which is unlike any other job finding website because we actually provide them with the tips and resources to help better prepare them for their upcoming job and job interview. Now, how we will gain profit, how we will stay sustainable. We will do this by charging businesses to advertise their entry-level jobs on our website. My name is Will, and I'm the online marketer of Helping You.
My name is Kenny, and I'm the CTO.
My name is Gabriel, and I'm the AM.
My name is Alexis, I'm the CFO.
My name is Christian, and I'm the CEO.
And my name is Leslie, and I am the manager.
So for our problem that we found is the average teen does not have the knowledge or skill set to find and obtain a job. And our solution to this problem is to create a job searching website specifically for teens. And we don't only do the job searching aspect, but we will also be providing them with skill building opportunities and then the jobs in the area and so forth.
And now for our customer segments, we chose the age group 13 through 19 years old. We felt we were strong suited in this age group because most of us have experience in applying and being unemployed or being employed. And as you can see for our chart, this shows a 30-year span of the percentage of young adults applying and being employed. And as you can see for the last 10 years, the rate has dramatically dropped, and with our solution, we can bring this rate back up.
So, for our UVP, what makes our company unique? What makes us unique is that not only do we provide the job finding service for teens, but we provide them with services that help them keep and sustain jobs. For example, this could be things like videos, e-booklets, or any piece of paper even that can teach teens what to wear to a job interview, how to present themselves at a job interview, and what other things they might need to know before interviewing. Now, this may improve their resumes because it allows them to gain feedback on what they're doing and have a different perspective on what it means to have and apply for a job. Now, what also makes us unique is that we do not bring the candidates to the employers, or we do not bring the employers to the candidates, we bring the candidates to the employers. So if you were to post a job listing through our website, you would be met with a list of possible candidates for your job, and you can decide which ones are qualified enough that you want to apply for your position. So, some of the competition we face are major job finding websites, such as ZipRecruiter, Monster, and Indeed. Now, like I mentioned earlier, we are separated from these companies because we do not just provide the jobs and the openings. We provide them with skills that they can use to keep and sustain a job.
Now for our differentiation points. As you can see here, and like we've mentioned several times throughout this presentation so far, we cater specifically to teens, and with that we want to provide entry-level jobs so that way they don't have to deal with hard tasks. And even though it's common for us as teens to deal with those, we want them to be able to say, like, I've been able to do this is what I offer to the table. And we also, like Christian and Kenny have mentioned several times, we provide resources and helpful tips for the teens. And it's basically to give them a foundation to build off of, because most of the time teens are only built off of what others tell them to do and what they normally hear from peers, adults, and several other resources that could provide for them. For some of our demographics, as you can see here, our user demographics that we expect to have on our website would be 23% of adults to be using our website, and for 77 of our users to be teens. We do offer our site to both adults and teens, but we cater specifically to teens, so teens are going to be our priorities. For the business demographics, as you can see here, we have a pie chart of what we would like to sign on to our website to cater towards the teens. So 21% of these businesses will be restaurants, 18% will be stores, 16% will be offices, 11% will be maintenance, 24% would be cashier positions, and 7% would be receptionists.
And for our MVP implementation, we decided to post artificial job postings onto our website, and we raked in 350 website visitors, which we are not 100% satisfied with that number. So this is where our pivot comes in, and we decided to do more than just job searching. So now we offer the skill building opportunities such as internships, and on top of this, in the near future, we are going to start creating our very own step-by-step video guides. And our hope for this is that this will drive more traffic and eventually more customers.
So for our marketing and sales points, we plan to use 3 different key points, which are networking, social media, and call to actions. For networking, we want to be able to attend events, meetings, parties in schools, and be able to spread out the word of our business and gain more attention to our website and to our social media. And with social media, we hope to gain a bigger platform and just an overall presence, so that way people are like, hey, that's helping you. You know, you should go check them out. This is who they are. This is what they do. And for call to actions, it's basically, like we said, for users to draw a lot of our attention to our website, and for different plans. We plan to have different plans for business owners to go on to sign up for, and they'll be able to market their business like we've mentioned on our site. So the different plans would be like, you could do this monthly, yearly, or like 6 months to 6 months, year to year, basically different plans like so.
Now, for our TAM, we decided after our research that there are 27 million businesses in the United States alone. Now, 77% of these businesses use some form of online service to find job candidates. We believe this was a very large number, and we wanted to capitalize on it. Out of that 77%, 28% of the companies have entry-level positions available and hire teenagers. So that leaves us with about 5.8 million addressable businesses that we can possibly service. That leaves us with about 0.01% of the market share, which is mainly because we are focused towards teens, which is why it is a small amount. Now, for our serviceable addressable market, we concluded that we want to start locally, as in the West Coast, so that we can have a more stronger influence on all the job positions and a better understanding for them, because we're starting locally. So we found that 23% of businesses are located on the West Coast, meaning that leaves us with about 1.8 or 1.3 million addressable businesses that we can service in our local area.
So for our ability to generate revenue, we want to, like I've mentioned, create revenue through marketing and sales. So the marketing would be through social media and person-to-person marketing. It's just, like I said, spreading out the word and gaining more presence and attention. And for the sales, basically, like I mentioned in the previous slide, that business owners will be signing up for our plans and just overall posting and making sure that they are compatible for several other people to compare themselves with, and for teams to be interested in.
Okay, so moving on to the financial projections. Our financial projection is our 5-year revenue profit. We get a revenue profit from our net income, our SG&A expenses, and also our taxes. Our SG&A expenses are at $300, our taxes is at $2,000, and our net income is at $9,000. And as you can see through this graph, year 1 it stays at $11,000, and year 2 it goes up to $13,000. Year 3 it goes up to $17,000. Year 4 it goes up to $20,000, and it goes on up and up. It goes up to $2,000 every year, and that, as you can see, it shows improvement and growth through our revenue profit.
And now for our proposed structure, we need your help in exchange for we need $3,000 in exchange for 5% of our company. And we got these $3,000 from our startup costs, our maximum cumulative loss, and our liquidity cushion. And how we got our post-money evaluation was adding up our new investment that we are hoping to get, which is $3,000, and our pre-money valuation, which is $57,000, and that added up to our post-money valuation, which is $60,000.
Okay, so the use of funds, our use of funds would be our domain name, which is $10, our website hosting, which is $15, our website development, which is $750. Going on, it goes on to our social media, which is Zoho, which posts our posting automatically, which is $100. Also our fundraising, that we plan on fundraising more money, which would be $100 on the materials that we would need. And then going on to our bank would be $5 to start one up. And then also for our web hosting, $15. And it goes to our startup cost, which is $1,000.
Now, our exit strategy. Our exit strategy is rather simple. We're going with the friendly sale method. There are many advantages to this method. To start off, we can actually finance our business to the buyer, so they can pay us off over time, and then we'll eventually get paid off and it'll all be all fine. Or they can actually put the money up front, we can cash out. I think we all love that, that's always fun. One of the biggest advantages to this strategy is us as the business owner, we can sell our business to a known entity. So this is generally someone we can foresee as continuing to run our business. Generally, they have the know-how, they have the resources, the assets to continue to run our business and possibly take it to the next level. This is the best exit strategy for our business. And this actually concludes our presentation, so thank you for your time and any questions or concerns.
Thank you.
I have a couple of questions. First, the bar chart, you had blue, could you go back to the bar chart?
Yeah.
I was really confused. You had, there, stop, oh, there. What's the white bar?
It was nothing, it's our gross profit, which is the same thing as a revenue. So,
Your gross profit is the same as
which
your revenue.
we don't have our gross profit, so it stays the
That's
same.
a miraculous business, because I think
Yeah.
you should have some costs, right?
Yeah, which would be like our social media, our website hosting, our website also, which would be like what we'd be losing, but also our white is like our gross profit, which is the same as our revenue.
Where are your costs? I'm not understanding what you mean between net income and profit. Can you explain to me what those mean to you?
Our profit would be off for 5 years, and would be like through our Facebook, what we gain from like the companies paying us, and it would be like throughout the years how much they pay us and how much we're gaining off that.
But it seems like the way you're explaining it, your profit is more than your net income.
Yeah,
How does that work?
does that work?
Who's the finance guy? Are you the finance
Yeah.
CFO? So you have a certain amount of money you're getting from various
Yeah,
sources,
which is our
from
revenue.
businesses and subscriptions, and you should have some costs, and then you should have some net income, which is
Which is
your
our
gross income minus your costs.
Right. I think that the gross income, which is what he was saying, which is the white bar, is he didn't account for the expenses. So all of those should be lower than the blue. It's just an error in the graph, I suppose.
It wasn't very clear. You had business demographics. Could you go to that chart? I didn't understand where this data comes from.
It's up. It's up a lot more. You're going back. You're
Oh,
going
keep
back.
going back.
Yeah, look, there.
Which one?
With that chart with the decline.
Oh, this one.
Is this percentage of young adults? The way you described it was this was businesses that are, this is age, it seems to be, the percentage of the population that is teenagers.
Right. It's from the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, and it's teenagers that are employed in the United States.
Employed.
Yes.
So, okay, it just wasn't very clear the way you explained it.
Yeah.
So it's not the percentage of the population, it's percentage of
The
teenagers
employment,
that
yeah.
are employed.
Yeah, correct.
So what you're saying is 80% of the teenagers are not employed right now? Because that wasn't very clear in your explanation. That would be more helpful to make sure with your chart and how it supports your story.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Last time I heard you guys talk, part of your discussion was about pre-qualifying candidates. You know, so a business, what is their benefit by going through your service? I'm not clear why they would choose, the business is going to pay. Why are they going to choose you?
They would choose us because the service that they have, when they apply to like other job searching websites, usually they'll post their listing and get X amount of applicants to their listing. But this is different in that they post their listing and they post the qualifications that they want to see inside someone applying. And then only those people who meet that criteria would be able to apply. So that basically the businesses aren't wasting any time. They're just getting to the candidates that they want.
So there's a checklist or something, or check boxes. Do you have the ability to use MS Word or Excel or something?
Yeah, you would be.
Well, that wasn't part of what you presented today, was it?
I don't think so, no. We didn't mention that.
I'm curious because I think businesses, one of the things that they most like to know is how reliable. Think of hiring a when I think of hiring a teenager, some of my concerns that I'd like to answer is how trustworthy, reliable, some of these things. How would you assess those and make an employer feel more comfortable?
We haven't really thought about how we can assess that, but maybe we could implement something like a video interview, or maybe something they can just submit about themselves that makes it more like personalized, so that there's more trust there.
I think that's an opportunity for you guys to add more value to your business, is if you can find a good way of pre-qualifying candidates, so that employers, if they want to hire someone, they have confidence saying, hey, I want to get somebody from helping you, because when I last got a person, I got a good person that was trustworthy and reliable and honest and
Right.
capable, right?
It's definitely something to consider.
It's a good job.
Thank you.
Agreed, really great job, I thought. A lot of improvement from the last time that we saw you guys present, initially. And so I think you guys did a really great job there, especially on your TAM and SAM. I think that there were a lot of questions last time about how many teens were in your addressable market, and I think that you guys did a really good job on researching that, so bravo there. I think that, I really enjoyed your website last time too, so potentially for the Bitwise portion, if you can obviously, I hope you guys make it that far, and when that happens, if you could show some of that, what that looks like, I think would be great. I think that, you did a great job on that. We were really impressed last time. And then I think specifically as well, due to the competition that you have in the market space, I don't think like Google AdWords makes sense. It would be very expensive because of how much Indeed and people like that are paying. But I do think, because you are searching for teens, that it does make sense with your social media strategy. And I would just be clear that you intend to advertise on social media, not just having your the actual handles. Beyond that, I also very much so agree with Bob in the sense of if you're pre-qualifying, doing something with a questionnaire there, perhaps I know there's times where I've had to watch a video and then answer questions about the video afterwards. So if you're saying that your candidates have watched these job training videos that show you what to do in an interview, that kind of stuff, and they've successfully completed these milestones, and then that their resume has been reviewed, so that these, I know you're intending to get revenue from the businesses, so that you can show these businesses why it makes more sense to come to your website opposed to Indeed and some of your competitors. But I definitely believe that in your problem, and that you guys are, I think, very wise in trying to address this, especially being in the peer group of the service that you're trying to offer. So really great job.
Thank you.
The whole time I was kind of thinking a little bit of the substance of your value proposition as a company. It revolves around the benefits of hiring teens and young people, and I didn't really get a sense of that from the pitch. So just kind of going a little harder on the why a business should or would be interested in hiring teens, and maybe weaving that into your narrative a little more strongly, I think would be really helpful, because that's really at the crux of what your company is proposing to bring to the table, the benefits there. I'm sure there's a lot of them, but just kind of conjuring those and really sitting with that and thinking about that, so that you can communicate that more effectively, I think would be great. Another question I had was how you arrive at, with a business like this, the technology is so core to being able to fulfill the promises that you're making. I was wondering how you arrived at the cost of $750 for the website development.
Well, I personally know somebody who they gave me like a bigger number, and so I previously doing the website, we offered them a deal to where if they could just work on the one that we've already made and fix it up a little bit, and then that's where the cost came in, and that's what he said that he would value it out.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just curious about that, because I know with big technology, with companies that have big technology needs like this, I know those costs can really climb quickly. So $750 sounds like quite the deal. Yeah, that's about it for my time.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right.